Hey there, Steve Kripke here, and the question of the day is, are there any tips or exercises I can use to help me eliminate my fear of the phone? Well, let me first say this is really common. So if you get anxiety from this or you know somebody that does, stick with me for a few minutes here because I'm going to share with you 3 exercises that you can start doing right now to help you dominate this little guy. So typically, anxiety comes from leading up to something. It's our thoughts of what's going to happen or possibly happen doing something, okay? In this instance, making a phone call. So the more we procrastinate and push something off and watch something come towards us, the more anxiety we're most likely going to have. So my first tip number 1 or exercise number 1 is to schedule your call. Put it in your phone, put it on Microsoft Outlook or whatever you have to do. Don't put a post-it note up or have your list sit next to your computer where you're going to see it, because every time you look at it, it's going to cause anxiety for you. So put it in your phone and keep yourself busy up until that appointment. Okay, and as soon as it goes dee dee dee, 1 o'clock is here, you need to call John. Swipe it, dial the number, put the phone to your ear, and let the good times roll. Because once it dials, you're in, man. You are all in on that phone call, and chances are, once you start talking, that anxiety level is going to drop, and you're going to realize this isn't that big of a deal anyway. So that's number 1. Schedule it. Number 2. Create a distraction for yourself. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you actually a little bit of an advanced technique, but let me tell you what I do first. Typically, I'll put the earbud in my ear, I'll grab my phone, hit dial, and I'll pace around my house. I like to walk around when I'm on the phone because it keeps me distracted from the phone ringing, okay? You know, I'll count tiles, I straighten pictures in the house. Sometimes I'll dust, which my wife loves. So keep yourself distracted. Sometimes a stress ball, sometimes I'll take my Tic Tac container and I'll be on the phone and I'll be clicking it. You know, it just causes a little bit of a sidetrack as you are getting ready to make the phone call or as the phone is ringing. Now, an advanced technique is you can actually create a trigger of calmness, serenity, and happiness in yourself, okay? So think about something that caused happiness for you. It could be an experience with your husband, wife, kids, birth, being at the beach, skydiving, whatever it is, whatever that amazing feeling is, fall into it, get into that moment, get into that emotion as you're sitting in your chair. And as soon as you feel yourself in that moment, stand up really fast, because what's going to happen is as you continue to do that over and over and over again, your brain is going to trigger that movement with that emotion. So as your reminder goes off, you dial the number, you stand up really fast, and your mind automatically thinks that you're in that emotion. So it's going to take that anxiety away and fill your body up with that amazing emotion. So that's number 2, is cause a distraction and use that trigger. If you do that every like 20 or 30 minutes a day for a few days in a row, it's going to be an automatic thing, and it's pretty amazing. It works like crazy. So number 3 might be irrelevant if you do number 1 and 2 correctly, but we're going to go over it anyways, and that's resetting our self-talk. Typically, where the anxiety comes in from is us predicting a negative outcome. You know, what happens if they say no? They tell me I'm a jerk, I'm stealing their money, or whatever people say that's really nasty. We predict them saying that. How about we reset that self-talk, and instead of thinking negative thoughts, maybe they say something like, oh my gosh, this is the answer to my prayers. Thank you so much for calling me. Or worse yet, they're frustrated because you didn't call them sooner. Okay, so here's the thing. You saw something amazing in your company. Why wouldn't other people anyway? And they're not going to see it unless you talk to them. So let's reset our self-talk to predicting amazing outcome. So those are my 3 tips. I hope you got value out of them. If you did, like, share, comment. And I have a complete home business handbook, from the invitation to the close and objection handling, all that kind of great stuff, at stevecrypto.com/HBH. You can pick up that for free. My complete home business handbook at stevecrypto.com/HBH. Hope you have an awesome day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.